Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I am Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Orange County.
Yes, spring fling, florals.
You were acting like, you're like, what a surprise, spring fling, florals.
No, I was doing...
What were you doing?
Devil Wears Prada, florals for spring.
I didn't get it. I thought you were being serious and seriously snarky. I was like,
no, it was a very pretty party.
It was very
pretty. It got very ugly, but it was very pretty, like the setup. And because I saw her Instagram, and she posted, she also had the amazing sprinkle cake there and all the things, and it just looked like a great setup. So yeah, no, it was very, very pretty, and the wisteria and all that.
I like that she just had a box of wisteria from previous parties. She pulled it out. It was just
I thought it was from Amazon or something.
Maybe it was. I felt like she just had a box of decorations and she's like, I had wisteria and
I had wisteria equals party.
Yeah, I really I liked Tamra's dress when I first saw it, in the previews and everything, but upon closer inspection, there were cutouts in it that were against a nude backing. It was very, very tasteful. I really liked it. Mm-hmm. There were times when she was bending over, I thought we were going to get an up the skirt shot.
It was, or she's walking.
Up the stairs.
Walking up those stairs. First of all, I'm like, how do you do that in those super high platforms, and don't tumble down the stairs? But yeah, I thought we were gonna get an up the skirt moment. I liked her little demure Brie Vanderkamp sweater over it.
It was very cute. Yeah. And I liked Emily's dress. I liked the floral dresses. I
did too. I liked Gina. Gina was like, I bought this coat for now. I'm gonna wear it.
Yeah, clearly she could just return things to that boutique. And
if I was her, I wouldn't don't feed into it, honey.
Yeah.
I wouldn't return anything on camera. Sorry.
Probably not. Not good. And then Shannon's dress was good, although I think her boobs walked in the room before she did.
A good 5 minutes before.
And they looked voluptuous.
Yes.
But I don't think that dress fit her right. And unless that's what, maybe it fit her all too well, but it seemed very like it was relocating the ladies.
It was very
put them in another zip code. So
they were down in LA,
and it was flattering, but I'm used to Shannon being a little bit less breasty.
Yeah, it was because normally she doesn't show that.
Yeah, because normally she has a layered kind of blazer sort of look going.
Right, or lots of a sweater or some sort of draping, blanket or something, or wearing blanket,
right, and some broken readers. So how did this one start?
It started with picking up from last week's episode, with Gretchen sitting down with Jenn and talking about.
Oh, of course, because they had to give Gretchen some sort of.
Well, between that and that stupid photo shoot, it's they give some context of, here's the thing.
Okay, tell me the thing.
This whole, I don't care if, as Shannon said, I heard Gretchen apologize. Yes, to you. She said that she was sorry. She felt bad about bringing up the whole thing. But this whole let's rally around Gretchen. Why? She's starting these rumors and just throwing it out there. And she tried to she did not want this to come out, not because she cared so much about Tamra. Right. She didn't want the wrath of Tamra coming at her in her ponytail. And then when it happens, everyone's like, oh, Tamra was overreacting. No, she was accused of having an affair, screwing and singing with a pop star who they can't even say his name nor his group. I don't know. Bravo's scared. And, and just, all other... It's we were in a good place on the beach at Jen's little lunch thingy. And then bam, in LA, it's she couldn't wait to word vomit all this. So there's no poor Gretchen here.
Right. I agree.
She Poe, according to Tamra.
Right.
You see her, all you get would be a bag of groceries, but she's not poor Gretchen. Gretchen created the drama, tried to walk out of the drama, and then when it was brought to her, she doubled down of you don't want to know what I know about you.
I wish, that, again, we've talked about those sorts of threats in the past. And I like that Tamra was just say it, Ben. This whole, oh, I know something about you. It's no, you don't.
No.
I saw it posted, I think, either on TikTok or on Instagram. Someone has the song the recording.
I saw someone posted the song, but like he tweaked it a bit and like did like a little like some AI or not AI but auto tune to it. And
I didn't listen long enough because I was at work. It usually stops me.
Correct.
No, I didn't listen long enough, but it was like her like starting to sing, and when she's like, I don't like the way I sound, like I don't want to do this. Like she was just clearly her being like, this is just goofy.
Not like not
taking it seriously. No. And then then all the moaning and stuff. No, I'm kidding. I didn't hear the moaning at all.
It's the silliest story. This idea that they like got so caught up in the moment. It's like something that would happen like freaking like Models Inc. Okay, and then, like, oh, they got so caught up in the moment they didn't realize they were singing, that they were screwing, and the mic was still going, and it's recorded, and then Emma Samms brings it to like blackmail somebody.
Stop. Can we talk about Gina and her absolute enthusiasm for the rumor? And she's like, I mean, damn, like she's like millennial or not?
I was about to say, is Gina a millennial? I don't know. Yeah, she didn't tell us 10 times. We get it. You're young. When she made that crack about I was in the 4th grade when you were doing comedy, Heather, I was like, that's unnecessary.
I mean, it was 30 years ago. Plus.
Yes, it is 30 years ago, but like, it was rude. She doesn't do shade very well. She's like, oh, look at me, I'm doing shade. Oh, Heather's old, or Chanel.
Well, before we get there, because I really liked the way Gina handled herself at the party when she was confronted. So,
yeah.
But
no, I think so basically they talk about. I love the flashback of Tamra's.
By the way,
coming back. By the way, I'm having a party, a spring fling, florals. You're not invited.
I think it's interesting that she actually had a cake for her, like she was originally going to be invited.
Yes,
which that's
Gretchen screwed herself on that. Yes.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Tamra's not doing herself any favors.
No.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah.
And then it was the other thing was then Shannon showing up with Heather to make broken pottery. Japanese pottery art?
Correct.
Okay.
And they were with the broken readers and talking about the recording. And it was also Shannon could say, they were talking smack about you at a Temecula.
That's true. That's
the sole reason for this little broken pottery scene. And then the metaphors that just like came off of Heather's tongue.
Yeah. Then there was Jenn and the tattoo with her son.
That was scary.
Yes.
I didn't know that's I think it was maybe nerves, and also was he just overheated?
It's nerves, and I think your blood is being manipulated, and so or not your blood, but it's
his first tattoo.
Thing, yeah.
And it's like on the chest. It wasn't above his heart though, was it?
It was kind of above his heart, I guess.
Okay, because it was on the left side, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if you know this, but I'm not a doctor. I don't know how this works.
Don't even play one on TV.
I don't even play one on TV.
No.
I don't even play one in the bedroom, really. Sorry, playing doctor joke had to make it. Sorry, but I have to imagine that it's all somehow related. I haven't. The only person I ever saw kind of go down for the count before was my ex, Kevin. And we were at the gym and we were like walking down the stairs, and he'd clearly like worked out way too hard on an empty stomach, and we were walking, and that's what that reminded me of, because he looked like Dawson was started convulsing and stuff.
Yes, he was shaking like he was like having like a seizure.
Yeah, that was really scary. But like it was very similar when Kevin started passing out, because like we were talking and then he just started saying gibberish to me, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And like he just stopped responding and was just like totally glassy eyed, and then just kind of Star Trek style like fell down to his knees, like clunk, and then like while he was on his knees like passed out and leaned backwards. And
at least he didn't fall forward.
No. Well, and it's also weird because I'm trying to hold up, a 170-pound person, and, dead weight is dead weight. It's really scary.
Yes.
So it was good, at least in that scene, that clearly the tattoo, it probably happens a lot of times in a tattoo parlor, but so they were equipped, they had the smelling salts, they had a lollipop, they had all the things for blood sugar. And they were equipped to handle it, but it's still scary nonetheless, especially I can't imagine watching your kid do that, no matter how.
She was definitely freaking out. And I think it was a much longer scene because it seemed like a lot of cuts there, and she was like very disheveled, and it was very scary.
There were I I feel like a dirtbag, but every time they showed him shirtless, I was kind of like, kind of checking things out a little bit. I was like,
there was much to check out. I'm not being shady. I'm just saying, like, he's like not my thing,
right?
And also just a very slight young man,
right? But I like that they like the camera would catch him like at nipple like height, but then they would like go and they'd zoom in just a little bit, like like get the nipples out of the frame.
Yeah,
and like did it like 3 or 4 times where it was like unnerving almost, because they're just like, it's a pretty ordinary shot, but then it was just a sudden zoom just to like get a little tighter, and I was like, oh, okay, weird thing.
He's 18, 19.
18 or 19.
Yeah, he looks just like, I forget how many sons she had, and they all have like son in their name. Harrison, Grayson, and Dawson.
Yes,
a lot of sons. I thought it was more interesting that she said that her ex Will sat down with the kids and said that guy Ryan is the reason why you and your mother, me and
my mother,
while your mother and I are not together anymore. So, not denied by Jenn. No judgment. But
I thought of it more like I thought they were making more the point that like he kind of started to poison the apple.
Well, I thought it was more so like what we've heard, from Tamra and Eddie, that maybe Tamra, that they would go.
Oh,
they got together Will and got together Ryan and Jenn, Will and Jenn, and it was just like she was obviously cheating on Will.
See, I didn't even connect that. I thought it was more like they were bringing it up to explain kind of that it was douchey of him to be like trying to poison her kids against her. Be like,
that is
Ryan.
Well, mainly about Ryan.
But still, it's the choice that she made, so.
Well, it's a choice she made, and she's not great at making choices, so.
Okay.
It's Ryan, like Slate 2.0.
True. I love how that one son was just like, I love the guy. I was like, whoa, that's going a little bit too far.
Yeah. That's like, he's your friend and future stepdad if they ever get married. How long has
Jenn and Ryan been together? I mean, this is her
couple of seasons. This is her third season now.
Third season, so
they were together at the start of her.
Yeah, and at least a year before that, probably, right?
So it's been a while.
And if we have to guess, probably even a little longer than that. So it could be up to 5 years, which I guess nothing to sneeze at.
I would like to hear more so from Will, because it's very skewed, and I'm just curious to see his point of view. And not that maybe he wasn't the best husband, but maybe she wasn't the best wife. It's could be equal. I don't know. But it's just so, again, I don't think Jen's always a reliable narrator.
Right.
Or good at memory. So
when Will shows up on an episode of The Eds, then we'll know. Then we'll know something shady's going on.
Honey, I think even Tamra wouldn't cross that line, because she'd be accused of like just doing
engineering that.
Yeah.
So then, where does that leave us at the party now, or is there one?
Actually, before Gina
went to return her dress. We already mentioned that.
Right.
Pick up a new one. Just can I swap these out?
The Emily situation with her son.
Oh yeah.
Not knowing a lot of things going on with dyslexia, ADHD.
Those haircuts. Yeah. Maybe those are trendy haircuts for kids their age. I don't know.
Yeah, I think,
They weren't.
I think they were like,
they're fine.
Goofy. Yeah,
they were modern.
4th grade.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. Like, if they were like,
it was given me like, oh God, what's his name? Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face. Because from one side, it looked completely normal. The other side shaved. I was like, oh, okay. So.
But yeah, so a lot going on in the eating disorder situation, and he is not autistic, but exhibits certain traits. I don't know. It was a lot going on, and it just, again, this whole thing of like, what could I have done? Should I have taken it sooner? And, you feel bad for her that she, is going through this, and, it
was interesting to hear her
navigate it.
Hear her say that, Shane kind of shifted his approach on things once they went to therapy, and like the therapist said, maybe this isn't the best course for him. And, it's good to hear that he's responding properly.
And that was interesting.
Better to it.
That the other twin, and she's like, I don't know if he's going therapy because he needs it, or because he is like, hey, I'm here too.
Right.
So a lot going on.
Everyone can use therapy, whether they need it or not. I'm sure there's a benefit to it.
Yeah, it's just like, it's the fact that they're in the 4th grade. It's sad that they have to,
Right.
But hopefully it helps.
Yeah.
It helps. So
sure.
there was a scene where Tamra telling Eddie about the whole situation and him just being like, what the hell? At this point, I'm sure Eddie's like, why do we even like try with these people? Like, Eddie is Todd from Salt Lake. Like, why would you be friends with these people? Why is Shannon coming to our house?
Yeah.
Which segues me to Shannon. This whole Shannon, Tamra's juvenile, Tamra can dish it, but she can't take it. None of you can dish it and take it. You all are hypersensitive. This idea that, Tamra, which we'll get to the whole thing, which I don't like something that Tamra did. But like, just Shannon just like kept like jumping in like, yeah, that, yeah, yeah. I'm like, I don't need the peanut gallery, Bador. I really don't. Just sit there, eat your cake, show the nice big boobs and call it a day. And then she was like, oh, now I'm going to get in trouble. Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
Right.
Exactly what you were doing. And I love that Gina said, so yes, the party happens. I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing that Emily told Tamra before the party as she's setting up for the party.
I mean, that's one of the situations where like you feel like this isn't going to go poorly. Like, I'm going to say this, she's going to, I'm going to have her understand that like, yeah, it's a concern of mine, but like, it's not like my biggest concern, and she'd be able to smooth it over. But then Tamra just went off the handle.
I think it's good. I don't know about the timing of it, but it's good that she said something before somebody else said it, i.e. Gretchen.
True.
And that she used the exact words. I said, I don't trust you, because she could have sugarcoated and said, like, I feel uncomfortable, or I'm reluctant to certain things to you.
Say, I don't trust you as my feelings, like Heather did.
Yeah. God,
which is still accurate, I suppose.
Yeah, no, it's just dopey. But no, I'm Tamra. Like, I don't hear you. And Tamra still didn't hear the story about the dad. She still dismissed it. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. So yeah, I'm glad that she said everything verbatim and she wanted to talk it out. I don't think she thought that Tamra would have such a visceral reaction and feel so betrayed. But also, Tamra's in a shaky place with what's going on, at that time of filming. So to us, it makes perfect sense. Like, let's talk this out. Like, why don't you feel that you can trust me with your personal stuff? Why are you reluctant to share? Like, let's get
but
to
has Tamra ever really been someone who would sit down and listen to a conversation like that without starting to shout and scream? Like, that seems to be the issue that she's always had, and why she says she needs to go to therapy is to learn how to kind of like.
Well, it's two things. It's like, control the anger and also not locking down and not letting people in.
Right.
So that's the thing with friendship. It's like you have to be able to hear certain things you don't necessarily want to hear from your friend, but like, let's talk it out and get to a good place. But she puts down the wall. That's exactly what she did with Emily. She put down the wall. I feel so betrayed, wouldn't engage, have an actual conversation, and then stormed out. So I don't know what you do with that. And I wish she wouldn't have kept storming out.
Yeah, that's really
quitting.
Even just throwing around the whole idea of quitting. Like,
you only get one quit per season. One faux quit.
Yeah. And even if she's
not faux quit, but like,
But even if she's, starting to realize or grasp that, like, having to navigate the show and
therapy
and
the Teddy situation,
and that perhaps her mental health and the show don't help one another. You know what I mean? Like, she's not going to get, as long as she keeps having to like go in and out of things for the show, she's not necessarily going to improve in her mental health journey. Like, they're just going to keep being not a burden, but
it's hard. It must be very hard to like be on like this for like 4 months and.
Yeah.
Well, and like,
But I totally, and I think you probably do too. I'm starting to see what the other women find so frustrating and why they keep bringing up the double standard. She can dish it out, but she can't take it. So it's, where it's like, at least when Tamra tries to bring something to the women, the other women will most of the time will hear her out and like try to like refute what she's saying. Whereas Tamra just denies it and shuts down and refuses to talk about it, which how are you supposed to have a conversation about it when that's how someone goes?
Right.
So, but, seeing how seeing her react this way and at least having her, and that's what it is. Like, you don't want to force someone to have a conversation they're not willing to have, but like, what else are you going to do at this point? So it's kind
of... And it happened on camera, so she's going to see it eventually. That's what I'm saying. It's good that Emily said something beforehand, before somebody else said it. And I don't think she was wrong in her feelings.
No.
Because she saw how close Shannon and Tamra were, and then once they had a falling out, like, everything came out on Tamra's end about every horrible thing that you could think of about Shannon last season.
That,
so you see that and you're like, maybe I don't tell her things, maybe I don't get too close. Maybe I keep it surface. But for her, I think she thought the people I'm closest with on right now and in the best place with are Emily and Heather. So to hear that from them is just rough. So their feelings are valid, but I also understand like why she didn't take it. Well, she couldn't receive it, and like,
and also that they were
let it sink in.
Also, they're doing it behind her back, kind of as a kind of gossip session,
with
like
Gretchen, no less.
Yeah, I'm sure that didn't make it good, but at the same time, like, she needs to listen. Like, the one thing that like I took away from a lot of her reaction, and I think more so when Heather had the conversation with her, because Emily kind of did the same thing. Like, Emily was just kind of like, we got to talk about this. And then when Tamra started acting like a child, I think Emily did too. And like, they both were just sitting there pouting, decorating a cake. Like,
slapping stuff on. Your cake sucks. And
and then, for Tamra to be like, Emily's cake's awful. Like, oh, for God's sake, knock it off. But I'm embarrassed for Tamra and the fact that like Heather had to start talking to her like a child. Like, you're not in a place to hear this now. We'll have to talk about this later. Like, I'm very sensitive to that because I just hate it when people are like, "You're hungry, you should eat something."
Well, that's like Heather's tone all the time, though.
Right.
With everyone, because she's condescending.
That's what Gina meant to say.
Yes.
It's not that I don't think that you're funny. It's that I think you're condescending as hell.
Let's pivot to that for a second. So she got so butthurt about that whole acting thing, just like she did 2 seasons ago when Taylor brought it up about her IMDb for the 1900s.
So I think in this case, I think part of it is like, if they're such good friends, like, you and I know that she was on a sitcom.
I've seen the clip of her from like Married with Children.
Right. And whether you were in the 4th grade or not, like, you know who your coworkers are, you know what they do, like, especially.
Well, also she rehashed this 2 seasons ago. Yeah.
So it's like, I think in that case, I think Heather was probably a little bit more just like offended.
Why are we going through this again?
No, or just offended that like, I thought, like, how do you not know that about me? Like, we've talked about this. Like, do you just like, anytime I talk about my career, do you just like write it off and like ignore it because like that's not who I am right now?
Well, I think because she's also sensitive because she is going back to something that she hasn't done in a while.
That made sense.
In a class with people who are half her age, and then her friend is making these age jokes in her confessional. But so I get, I'm doing this thing, I'm not necessarily comfortable with it, stand up, what have you, groundlings. It's tough, and I don't need like you getting in my head and like, like amplifying these insecurities I already have.
Yeah.
So on one hand, I'm like, whoa, she's really sensitive. But on the other hand, I'm like, I get why she's sensitive. Because it's like you're saying, why are we going through this again? It's a dumb conversation, And so when Gina got her back up, like, Gina was making the point that like Tamra can say whatever you want, but like I say it and, it's wrong. Like, there's different rules. And it's like, because she's a little closer to Tamra than she is to you.
I also wonder if Heather thinks that Gina's genuinely funny. And so I think that's more of like she's upset that Game doesn't recognize Game, so to speak.
Gina's funny sometimes, but she definitely is. I feel like she's trying.
For sure. But I think of the group, I think that Gina and Emily are probably like the 2 funniest.
Like they're the Lucy and Ethel.
Yeah, they're definitely the comic relief of the show.
Right, because they don't necessarily have the dark stuff
and
going
so
on.
I think in the day-to-day when they're filming, I'm sure they're the ones who are like, well, what do I care? And Emily's like, give me a taco. They're always kind of like flippant about things.
Right.
So I think that, I could see, and I'm definitely just applying my own judgment here, is that Heather's probably like, well, she's so easygoing and fun. Like, how could she not think that I'm funny, And
also, too, whether it's acting or not, like, Heather's also like goes for comedy in her confessionals.
Right.
So, I mean, it was a weird thing to bring up and to like kind of double down on. And then she was like, oh, wait, you're doing a class? You had to like get in there? Okay, now I'm proud of you. And it's
right.
Like, okay.
I like that they were able to start joking about it at least towards the end, where she's like, because I'm so sincerely unfunny, or whatever her exact words were.
Yeah.
Heather was.
You're my funny friend.
No, yeah.
Her confession was like, oh, now it's Heather's my funny friend.
Yeah. So I mean, that's good. I was happy to see that. But I was happy that Gina was like, what do you mean? Like, I don't know that you're a comedic actress. Like, sorry, I didn't know that. Like, I like that she was not apologizing at first. She was just saying, yeah, I said that, because you don't walk around like saying, hey, I'm going to go star in a comedy show,
Well, they got super heated. Like, they were like getting like very close face-wise. Yeah. And, yeah.
And then I thought that was a bad time for Gina to be like, oh, and then Tamra can say whatever she wants, because they were about to rip each other's heads off.
Exactly.
It's like, no, now's not the time to say Tamra can say whatever she wants.
That was rough.
And it was good, again, that Heather was coming back and being like, no, you upset me. Like,
Right, the whole New Orleans thing, which I thought they like put that to bed when they went to lunch, and like they hashed that all out.
Here's my problem. This is the same. This whole like conflict resolve. Like, okay, I'm going to apologize so things move forward. You can tell some of the times people are still pissed off about it. So this whole idea of apologizing for the sake of moving on never works. And this is why people get the bad rap of like, you're just going to bring this up later when you're actually pissed off, because you're never got over it. That's why I much rather just get it out of the way, talk about it, figure it out, and then that way later on, the chances of me bringing it up and still being pissed off about it are like considerably less.
Right.
As you've learned in 7 years of being with me, 8 years of being with me.
I wanted to pivot to Jenn and her bad messiness.
Which one is
with the following the pop star?
Oh,
like, girl. First of all, she gets so gaslighty and indignant with Tamra. Like, why are you coming at me? Why do you have screenshots? I love Tamra's response of, I printed it out because I'm old.
Well, that was her confessional, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it was
said it at the time.
Yes, but that was good. But this whole like, what do you mean? Like, why are you so upset about this? Why can't I can follow whoever I want? And then in her confessional, she says, I wanted to do it so he maybe would tell me something. Then slide into his DMs like a normal person, girl.
Yeah.
Like, you don't like make it so obvious that you're now following him, and don't like
get upset when you're called on it, because that's exactly
what she was doing. She was doing a Gretchen move of like trying to like get some dirt, and she did it in a crappy way because she's not good at this. That's not her housewife strength.
No.
Not at all. And it bugged me that this whole like, I can follow whoever I want. I'm the innocent here. Like, that just showed right there, when someone shows you who they really are, believe them. Right. Like, we know who Jenn really is, and this doe in the woods, like, I'm so sweet, is not who she totally is.
Right.
And I'm ready for that to come out. And I think Katie, hopefully the reunion, like, really drags that out. It's like, oh, no.
Can we talk about how Emily starts freaking out about
I forgot, yes.
With Kate, Tamra's going to sit down with Katie next week, as we saw in the trailer, and Tamra brought it up that was going to happen.
And good that she brought it up, and rather than saying it to the fact.
But the fact that Emily was like, you're going to sit down with someone who hurt her, and then, again, Tamra brought it up in a confessional later. Tamra should have said and could have said, you're all sitting down with Gretchen, who keeps doing this to me. Like, why is that any different?
Gretchen, who, according to Heather, doesn't lie. She believes her truth, which is just like, that's, and like Tamra pointed out, are you saying that's what Katie does? She lies so much she believes the lie and thinks it's her truth.
Right.
Like, that was a double standard. Like, and the whole, like, Emily saying, she hurt my family. No. Your family's fine. Your family's dealing with other issues that Katie did not cause.
Right.
So focus on those issues and not what Katie's daughter said on a podcast. Like, you're okay in that respect.
Right.
So, but no, she got really upset and was like, now I'm upset. And it's like,
no. Well, I'm wondering, I'm sure that was also like, I'm looking for a reason to be pissed off at you now because I stepped in earlier. Now we're even Steve. Yeah. So
it doesn't work that way.
I think overall, like the whole party at the end, I think definitely Heather I think it was the best at getting through to Tamra, at least a little bit, even though it doesn't seem that way. I think they'll recover and like.
Well, they're fine now. We see,
right.
Yeah, but
I think Heather. I mean, Heather was like, we should talk about it later. As much as Tamra's being a little baby about it, I mean, like, yeah, whatever. It's just like they will sit down, they will talk about it, and that's probably the right thing to do.
I think with Tamra, it's like I said, you should sit down or at that moment have the conversation, but she needed to digest it. Hearing the people she was closest to on the cast didn't feel the same about her when she's going through other crap and having Gretchen trying to take her down just 2 days ago. So yeah, they need to give her a bit of space to like, but the whole, I don't agree with her like quitting 10 times in the episode, have a great season, I can't do this anymore. It's like, no. Shh. Like, keep it all inside. You say that to Eddie. He talks you off the ledge, as does Teddy. And then you come back the next day for filming.
Right. And also, like, yeah, you might be feeling like this is the worst thing you're ever gone through in your life. But, like, also don't, worse things could be happening. And, like, I don't know. I just feel like keeps leaning on this. Everything horrible is happening to her, as though horrible things don't happen to everyone else.
Right. And no, I agree.
It's like, and it does come through a little selfishy of like, I'm going through the worst things in my life and you're not helping me. And it's like, okay, I'm not on this earth to help you, Tamra.
Right, but like, if you're my friend, like,
I can be there for you, but
get a bit more grace. Right. I think is what she's trying to say.
Agreed.
So yeah, because I think there's more deeper stuff. I think the combination of like the therapy and the show and Teddy is just a really horrible concoction.
I think for
her, I hope that in season 20 that she will do better.
Right. You had pointed out that BravoCon does not have an OC panel.
Right.
And I was like, I was probably laying in bed at 3 a.m, like wondering, like, I wonder what they're going to do. But I wonder, they have to be planning something major for the 20th season. Well, bringing people back or doing all sorts of different things. Like, it's not, I can't imagine it's just going to be business as usual. Like, it will be for some, but
I think there's actually, maybe it might be one of like the Watch What Happened Live episodes. Might be centered around OC. Okay. Because, of course,
Oh, because they, yeah, you're right. One of the live episodes.
Yeah. So I think, they're going to have I don't know, like everyone's invited to BravoCon.
They did that with Vicky 2 years ago. They brought out the OG.
The Lifetime Achievement. Yeah. Lifetime Achievement, which Candy's getting it this year.
Oh, very nice.
So yeah, I think there will be some acknowledgement because I don't think there will be a BravoCon next year.
Should we get some tickets to that show? I mean, you got that bonus, 500 accounts. I mean, come on. Let's spend that money.
Oh, that money's done spits. It's called the Amex.
Yeah. It wasn't that big of a bonus.
It wasn't that big of a bonus.
It would not be enough to cover 2 tickets to watch What Happens Live.
No, not at all. And not even the nosebleeds.
No.
I wonder if there's anything available. I mean, we're already doing so much. I don't know if we need to do What Happens Live. Maybe we just do Barry Manilow.
Oh, God.
I mean, I'm not saying this to be mean, but we don't know how many years we'll have with Barry. And he's going to be in Vegas. If there's some cheap tickets,
my problem is...
it's an experience.
It is for sure. But then my problem is like when we went and saw Patti LaBelle. It was a little disappointing.
It was an off night. I think she has better in her.
I mean, that's the problem is I just don't... I don't know. Like I would wonder, like if we... Taking even away from Patti, let's just say we went and saw Madonna right now.
Right.
We'd be like, is this Madonna at her best?
Well, that's why we didn't jump to go see Madonna when she was touring. Was that 2 years ago?
I think so, yeah. I think I'd much rather have Barry Manilow in my head as just the Barry Manilow from the 70s.
And that is,
And like, just let him live eternally like that. Maybe Barry Manilow from the Will and Grace Fanalo episode. that I'll do, but we'll talk more about that though.
Chris Penn.
R.I.P. Yeah. Uh-huh. Now, if it was like Barry Manilow and what's his face performing together,
Johnny Mathis.
No,
I don't know.
Who's the other big Las Vegas guy?
Oh, Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton. Yeah, wouldn't that be?
I don't even know. Do I even know any Wayne Newton songs?
Only thing I know about Wayne Newton is that Balky was obsessed with him on Perfect Strangers. He's like, Wayne Newton? Yeah. Pretty good.
Huh. So I don't know why. Like I was thinking. I don't think he does the Vegas act with Barry Williams.
Get out of here with Barry Williams.
Barry and Barry.
You mean like Barry?
Greg Brady.
I was like, why would Barry Williams have a?
I don't know. He might sing. They sang on the Brady Bunch. I don't know. There was a variety special.
Oh, good.
Who knows? But yes, it is interesting that there's no OC panel, and I think they're all going to be there though, and just in different panels.
Right. Different combinations. Well, we'll see.
Yes.
Did we cover everything on the show? Was there any more?
I am looking forward to.
Died.
I know. I saw that. Oh, that's back. I'm looking forward to seeing Katie. I think Tamra again is going to be on the right side of history. I am not looking forward to more of Gretchen Slade and Gretchen like chasing Tamra out.
Yeah.
That's just gross. I'm saying it now. I'll say it next week. Gross.
Yeah.
Grossers.
The whole like you better run. Like they're just like what? As though she's like.
Well, she has run out of a lot of things, but maybe it's I can either run or I could come up at you. And by the way, Shannon, Tamra didn't grab Gretchen's wrist. Gretchen grabbed Tamra's wrist.
Right.
There's a difference.
It's a very big difference.
Yes. But no, it's like, let me walk away or I'm going to come and like out swinging. Not that I think that Tamra would really like come out swinging.
No, I think she might just get a fingernail really close to someone's eye.
Well, she did throw a punch in, not this Gina, but the other Gina's face, Gina Keogh.
Right. Napkins, punch.
Napkins, yes.
Can't trust.
So there's no object, you're fine. She's not going to like actually like beat you with her fist.
Right.
But if there's a napkin available,
something soft or wet, she might come at you with it. So okay.
Yes.
Well, that was an exciting show.
It was. I'll say one last thing. I love the cake making aspect of it because I love a cake. I was so anxious just watching it. I can't even imagine like being in that room. It would have really killed my cake vibe. But I would have taken my cake home.
Gina asked like 100 times, yes, take the cake. No one's downstairs. Take all the cake.
Are you going to leave Tamra with like 10 cakes that she's not going to eat? She's not going to eat. You don't eat sugar like that.
You have kids. Take them home. Let the kids eat them.
Yeah.
Would have been fine. Made me want to decorate a cake. But like I want to decorate a cake. Like I want to get like the bag and everything. Like I liked how they had the little florets and flourishes and things. Like I want an icing bag.
Like Sinclair.
Yeah.
Sinclair could teach that class.
He taught us how to do a cake.
Yes.
Although, we need the cake spinner. That's really the key.
That was really cool. We should get it. Yes.
Well, when we've seen him do it, he's spun the thing. He has one and, so.
He has all the things.
We need all the things. We need a bigger house for all the things.
That kitchen is only so big. It will hold so many gadgets that we have.
That peninsula is overloaded.
When
we moved into our house, we moved in from our apartment in the city. So it was a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. Very big kitchen for
I know. It was so
insanely big
so
kitchen.
Good.
But when we moved into our kitchen here, which as far as like house kitchens go, it's not a big kitchen.
No.
But we unloaded everything and Jeff just stood there like with some of the cabinets open. He's like, we have an embarrassment of storage. And like we were like, we were just like, we will never fill this kitchen. And of course now filled. Although there is still the maple syrup cabinet, which is basically lives.
Right. That's not. And we could toss those bowls, those old bowls, and like that one's. But everything else is full.
The stuff over the fridge, with your old plates, we could make some better use of some of them.
We don't need those things. I don't know why we should.
Yeah, we probably get rid of some of that stuff.
But it's also like we thought, we'll never fill this garage, and now it's totally full.
Well, now that I threw away a lot of that paint, we're good. We got more space
to put more stuff.
Let's get more stuff.
Yeah.
Or a bigger house.
Yes.
Yes, all these things.
All the things.
All right. Well, till next time.
Till next time.